I'm online. Okay. Hello, I'm Alex from A.P.Ink. Uh, so today I'm going to be swatching some colored pencils. So previously I had swatched these pencils, Prismacolor Scholar, and I wanted to see these pencils are from 1997. So I wanted to see if there was any difference between 97 and today, 2024. Um so I wanted to purposely try to find them in store versus online, because color swatches online aren't necessarily true to what you would get. Um After actually looking into it, it looks like, at least for what I could find, Prismacolor Scholar, you can only get them in sets. And I was really unaware of that when I was trying to find them in store, because all I found were open stock. So um trying to find the primary colors, red, yellow, blue, was close to impossible, because Prismacolor does not uh name their colored pencils like that. I mean, Crayola does. Red, blue, yellow. So that you can actually, if you had to, um, blend your own secondary colors from the primary colors. Um, and from what I could see from the open stock, Prismacolor does not have any color called red, yellow, or blue. These are, this is true blue, this is lemon yellow, and this is magenta, which was the closest I could find to this 324, or excuse me, 325, 315, and 306, which is what I used to create this kind of pinwheel, where I was trying to make my own color wheel with these pencils. So I'm gonna do the same here and see what the end result is. So to start with, I'm going to sharpen these pencils, because somehow either I wasn't paying attention and bought broken pencils, or they broke in transit. I did get these from a store versus online. I don't know. I know a lot of some of the artists that I watch either on YouTube or social media, whatever. It seems like everybody orders their art supplies online, which, just for what I know, maybe I already just said this, but images on a computer are not necessarily true to what they actually are. I mean, I think sometimes it depends on the device you're on, the settings preset on that device as to what the color itself looks like. Sometimes even what site you're on. So at least for me, I think it's beneficial to actually be able to go into a store, touch the art supply, swatch it to see what you're fully getting. I mean, if you're actually able to swatch it. I didn't notice how the condition of these pencils before I started streaming, or I would have done this first. Apologies. Okay, so these are Prismacolor Premier pencils. Let me just grab a fine liner that makes sense. I don't think I quite got the right color for this. This color more matches this 303 than the 306. But I did the best I could with what was available at the store I went to. And this red is darker than this red. I mean, I call it red, but it is actually magenta. Okay, so here I used a template to create um the spot that I used for the color wheel. So I'll just do that again. So then I'll do now obviously because these colors are not true to the original, this is not going to be 100% the same. The results aren't going to be the same. I guess I'm not sure why companies, because I checked not just Prismacolor, but I checked the store I went to had open stock Prismacolor, Faber-Castell, um, Artist Loft, um, I want to say like two other name brands that are escaping me at the moment, but none of them really seem to have like primary colors. So I'm gonna work on blending the true blue and the magenta to see what shades of purple I can get. Magenta to the lemon yellow to see what shades of orange. Lemon yellow to true blue to see what shades of green. Oh, while I was trying to do research on this, um, just like because uh, color lots can change over time, so I was trying to see if there was any kind of like color guide for Prismacolor, just to see if maybe because the Prismacolor Scholar are available in what it looks like sets only, to see if these colors are still available. Um, so I was trying to find like color guides or like color lots, whatever, and found this online complete list of Prismacolor colored pencils, which it gives like the lot numbers or the um color numbers, which you could potentially use these numbers on your uh like Photoshop type programs or Procreate, whatever. But these these are Prismacolor Scholar, if you can see that. I did the best I could to get a clear picture, but it wasn't easy. So these are really blurry. But the set I have only have numbers, no names. It looks like Prismacolor now has names with their numbers, which, so 325, I see 324, which looks like Rose Carmine, or Rogue Carmine rather. They do have a 306, which looks like Copenhagen blue, I think. And that's either 316, I think that's 316, which is canary yellow. So, at least for what I was able to find, it does not look like they offer this color range anymore. Like any of them. Because I see black, dark. I can't read that. These are too blurry to fully make out. But I'm sure if you wanted to try to research it or look into it yourself, you could. Anyways. I want to try to get away from this texture. Going into this, I know I'm going to get different results, but just to see. Especially because I feel like a lot of people, maybe people who are just getting into this, aren't necessarily going to buy a set. They might buy a handful of pencils. So I don't understand why there isn't like a preset, like these are the primary colors, whether you want to say red, blue, yellow, or uh, what was it? Yellow, cyan, magenta. I don't know, just my opinion. I feel like they should offer those open stack. it does have, these pencils do have the same um waxy or like shiny finish as you overload the tooth of the paper. This is sketchbook paper, and so is this. I will say that at least from what I can see for these pencils, um, it doesn't have the kind of cloudy look that some of the other Prismacolor um, colored pencil illustrations or whatever you want to call them. I have a black Prismacolor Premier colored pencil that I've got this one, uh, another yellow, and a black that I was using. Um, and after putting the art aside and then picking it back up, like a finished piece, and then going back to review it, I noticed that it had like a kind of cloudy hue over it, which I thought was interesting and kind of weird. I don't know how many people create a piece of art and then go back to it maybe a few months later looking for stuff and notice that there's a tint or a hue that wasn't there when you first created it. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I haven't looked into it. There's a bit of a green hue on this pencil that I want to try to clean off before I move on to red, just so it doesn't add to the red. The between the magenta and the lemon yellow, they're smearing the red magenta is smearing a bit more than I was anticipating. I don't know. It's I'm not sure what I was doing different with the magenta that it was smearing as much as it was. But anyways, obviously the colors are not the same. It's not that far off. But I think now that I have so many loose or open stock random colored pencils, I'm gonna have to come up with something to do with them. Um, I was for a minute doing creature designs with random uh, no named colored pencils. I had a black and an orange. I'm not sure what happened to either one of those, but maybe I'll do something similar with these colors, either all together or individually. If you want to see that kind of thing and uh, this kind of thing, please make sure that you're following me and that your notifications are turned on so that you're notified for the next time I go live. But other than that, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.